What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? This is MMA Marks, two guys that love to mark out on all things MMA. I'm your host, Rick, and as always, right next to me is the man, the myth, the legend, the UFC 4 connoisseur. What's up, buddy? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I was just reading what Jordan was saying. Sounds like he's feeling good.
Dokyu in the chat, and as always, J Burn was first.
Hey, Dokyu out here saying God will embrace me and my dreams will manifest. I can fuck with it.
Fuck yeah, brother. Positive vibes out here.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, what a fucking card that was. And I will be the first before you get on me. I was wrong. I'm sorry I didn't have it. I wasn't there. I wasn't right in my prediction for the main event. Korean Zombie dismantled Dan Ige, froze him up, couldn't do nothing, just made him look amateur almost. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. It just he survived more than I didn't think he would stay all 5 rounds with him. So surprised me.
Hey, I
You know what I
knew
mean?
I knew it would go to decision because that's where the Korean Zombie's leaning toward more now in his career. But I expected Dan Ige to come with way more pressure than what he did. But hats off to Korean Zombie.
I feel like that's a false statement, by the way, because
How is that a false
uh,
statement?
he's one of the best finishers out there, bro. He's not leaning towards it. He tried finishing him multiple times. My hat's off to Ige for surviving, bro.
Oh, so it was just a survival for Ige?
Sir, EJ did pretty good. I mean, he didn't do too bad. He did better than I expected, but worse than you expected. So you know what I
Yeah.
mean. But I don't think that that's in Zombie's strategy is to just go for decisions. I feel like he is a finisher and he likes to finish, and that's what he goes for.
Oh, I 100% believe he loves to finish and wants to finish. But with age, your power starts to drop and you don't have those finishing capabilities that you used to have. Not saying that Korean Zombie is super old, but it's highly unlikely that your power stays with you as you get older. I mean, we do have some exceptions to the rule, like the immortal Matt Brown this week. I mean, good God. But it doesn't help. It just doesn't help. Age does not help you. It hurts you. And with Dan Ige, I expected him to take more chances, and he didn't. And hats off to Korean Zombie for freezing him like that. It was a good night all around, man. I was
Yeah.
happy. There was a few fights that I didn't like, but for the most part, I liked all of them. What about you, man? Anything stand out other
Um,
than the main event?
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna scroll through and look at all of them. So I mean, Spivak, he didn't he didn't do that good in my opinion. That wasn't that great of a fight. In
Can I?
my opinion, and people said I'm wrong, but I think Grant still won that fight. But I don't know. Uh,
Did you see?
Marlon,
Did you see him?
I felt like he won the first round and then edged the second and then lost the third round.
But did you see him after the fight?
I understand that I mean, and some people say 10-8 for the last round, but whatever. He still rocked him in the third round. Grant rocked him in the third round. How is that a fucking
Okay,
10-8?
we're
We're
talking.
handing out 10-8s like they're fucking candy.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It shouldn't be handed out like they're candy in 10-8s and shit. But Marlon Vera came with a vengeance. I mean, yes, he's a slow starter. David Grant is a quick starter. So I'm going to give David Grant the first round. But after that, it was all Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera,
I don't
Cheeto,
know. I gave the
Cheeto
second
Vera just
round.
took
I
it.
gave the second round to fucking Grant as well. I think he edged him.
This was the best
Um,
fight on the card. I will say that. The Vera Grant fight was the best fight on the card, hands down.
Rosa looked stupid or whatever.
Oh, Julian
Actually,
Erosa? No, that was a good fight. And it was one of the most easiest fights to break down because Choi Sung Woo, okay, did the same combination 3 times and adjusted And then Julian Erosa adjusted too, but he adjusted in the wrong direction and just got hit with that left hook. That left hook is dangerous. But if you notice, Choi would always lead with that power hand and then wait for Erosa to fall back and duck it, and then he would follow up with the left hook. And man, the one time that Erosa decided to come forward instead of back away from the hook is when he got caught. And as soon as he got caught, he went down like a sack of bricks, man. It was great. That was a great fight. Choi has some straight ass punches.
I want to like him and everything, but I just can't. Like he when you want him to perform, he doesn't.
He doesn't perform. I agree.
Now this fight was cool in my opinion. It was only one round. It was Wellington Turman, and he got knocked out at the end of the fight.
Bruno
Silva. But Turman was on his ass from the fucking first. Like, as soon as the bell rang, he was on his ass. And then Bruno Silva just decided to turn it around, get the fuck. I think he knocked him out from full guard.
Yes.
Full guard and hit him with that ground and pound. Ether Arts, I don't know if you're talking about that ground and pound, but that ground and pound was pretty fucking slick.
Wow, J-Bone. All 3 rounds were 10-8 marks. Come on.
He's just
talking about. What you talking about?
He was talking about with Chito Vera.
I know what he's talking about because he's right. But I do want to ask you, how the hell did Alexei Oleinik and Spivak get the co-main? Why wasn't Marlon Vera and Davy Grant the co-main? Because
dude, honestly, it literally felt. To me, it actually ruined the night for me. I don't know how to explain it. Like Chito Vera and fucking and Davy Grant had you up, fucking excited. Then they put on this bullshit fucking heavyweight fight to slow down the fucking evening, and then you're like, God damn, I don't even feel like watching this fight. No one I knew. I was talking to a few people all around. No one gave a shit about that fucking heavyweight fight, bro.
There was no stakes involved in it. It was a guy, Oleinik, who's in the twilight of his career. I mean, he's going on like 75 fights. Like, dude, okay, you made it to the UFC, you tried a title run, you got knocked out. Okay, you're not going to get that many. Your body just cannot take 75 fights and competing on a high level like that. It just can't, man. It just drew out the whole night. Like you were saying, you were up for Vera and Grant, and then you dropped way down for Spivak and Oleinik. And now you expect us to get right back up for Zombie and Ige. You just didn't get to that level of excitement that you should have gotten for the main event. And whoever made the card lineup, shame on you. You knew what you were doing. It's fucked up.
Yeah, and I will say, and I'm not trying to move on to next fight, but I'm way more. I think that this next week, this weekend is going to be way more exciting fights. I think that, we had a shit fight. Well, not a shit fight night, just not too exciting fight night. But I think this next Saturday coming up will be a lot better and make us remember that MMA is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was a couple of good fights, but overall, all in all, it wasn't the best card. Anything else worth mentioning?
Oh, you cannot not mention Matt Brown, the immortal Matt Brown, knocking out Diego Lima. I mean, he listen to this stat. I don't know if you know this, but Matt Brown beat up Douglas Lima in 2007, and then comes and fights Diego Lima in 2021 and knocks him out. I mean,
it's like
that's crazy.
It's like you don't even listen to me. Because I was talking about that. I said he done beat his brother, now he's about to beat him. Last week I said that.
Right. And I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen because I thought Matt Brown was going to get tired and Diego Lima was going to kick that leg out and put him on his back. That none of that happened. Diego Lima just got pressured, got put on his back foot, and then when he tried to stand his ground at the cage, he got knocked clean out. Nice hook.
It was battle of the leg kicks at first, really. Lima was doing well with his leg kicks. Matt Brown came back with some of his own, and I'm glad Matt Brown looked good, bro. Fuck yeah, he's a savage, bro. That's what I said, bro.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him. Samson in the building.
Now, okay, so by the way, what's up, Wolfman? If we haven't said what's up, and Philip. Hey, let's see. Wolfman was talking about why is Greg Hardy versus Tai Tuivasa third to last on the counter fight? Probably because they both kind of are hype. Like their stardom is better than their skills, both of them. That's why.
Yeah.
And Brady versus Lee is prelims. That is a fucking.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's a shame, but at the same time, maybe their main event in the prelims.
I hope so.
But that's honestly literally Lee being a gatekeeper and Brady trying to be the new guy.
Yeah.
And then okay, so what about the Sean Strickland incident? I know you've seen that, right?
That was dirty as fuck. You ain't gonna tell me no different. I've been in those situations. I've seen you prepare. I've prepared many a fighter for fight night, and dude, you don't do that shit. You don't do wrist locks. You don't do heel hooks, and you don't do elbow pops right off the jump of a grapple. That's just stupid.
Yeah, and the thing is like if it felt like he was trying to do that because the cameras were there. I mean, he was very aggressive or not very aggressive, but way too. For what he did, he was way too confident in what he was saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he already had a built-in excuse. What the hell, man? What the hell, man?
Now you know what to look out for.
Now you know that can happen. Like, no, there's only one person in the history of MMA in the UFC to ever pull that off, and it was John Jones and Glover Teixeira, and he ripped his fucking shoulder out. But that's not going to happen to Sean Strickland. I'm sorry. That's not how he fights. He's not going to sit there and get in your clinch. He's just not. He's just going to pick you apart. And that's fucked up from that dude. That dude did not know his place.
Me and my boy Saran and a few others, on the team, we all say Sean Strickland is the new All-American hero. So anybody that likes American dudes and we want to back our American fighters, Sean Strickland is our new American hero. Kind of like Matt Hughes and who else, like Dan Henderson. He's got that All-American fucking Sean Strickland. So you know what I mean. So we all got to get behind him.
Yep.
But I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to see either one of those guys lose because he's fighting Uriah Hall next, and you already know Uriah Hall is my dark horse of that division. I'm gonna guess it. I hate to say it, but if I had to put a prediction, I'm gonna guess Hall would win.
I mean, Hall is on another level mentally than I've ever seen him. So I'm agree with you on this one. I think Hall beats Strickland just because he is mentally more prepared for whatever obstacles in his way. Whatever obstacle. But I mean, moving on down the prelims of last week's fight. I mean, what did you think of Chaos Williams and Matthew, the semi-Jedi, Semmelsberger? What did you think about that fight? Because I was glued to my TV when that fight came on. I thought for sure that we were going to see a knockout with one of those guys.
I'm trying to remember. I know it's terrible.
Okay.
But for some reason, I cannot remember that fight.
So
Kalen
Chaos Williams, the crazy knockout artist.
I know. I'm looking at the two. I know who they are. I just can't remember how the fight went.
So Chaos Williams comes at Matthew Semmelsberger like a fucking freight train. He was hitting him 3 and 4 and 5 times, and Semmelsberger was just loading up that right hand the whole fight. It was like Matt would try to hit him once and then get hit 3 times, but he was blocking him. So it wasn't like he was really getting hurt by them all. But a few would get in. So it was like Chaos Williams was hitting him way more, but when Matt would land, ooh, man, it was a close one, man. It was really back and forth, tit for tat kind of thing. But Chaos Williams, in the end, I think his volume of strikes won him that fight. It wasn't necessarily one particular moment where, you could say Chaos was knocking him out or Matt was knocking him out. You just couldn't say that. Those two was very evenly matched. Just Chaos had way more volume, and the speed in Chaos Williams is scary for his weight class. I mean
I remember
scary
like
speed.
Chaos. He was, like you said, he was throwing a lot. I was surprised that Semmelsberger.
He is now Smelslenberger. Do not refer to him
I just
anyway
fucked
else.
it up, but I'm just surprised that he did he survived some of that fucking onslaught, because Williams does not fucking calm down.
Now, it goes without saying that he had the best inspirational, motivational speech coming out of the first round with his brother in his corner, giving him the speech of his life. He's sitting there yelling at him. He's saying, every dark moment in your life has led you to this moment right here. Every obstacle, everything that God has put in your way has led you to this, and you will overcome it. And it was like some Tony Robbins shit. That's the best way to describe it. I mean, it was like a Rocky moment almost. The guy sitting there giving the speech of his life. And I felt bad when Semmelsberger did come up short, but Chaos Williams had way too much volume to be denied. Odin Cush in the house. What's up, Odin?
Hell yeah. And the other two fights that we haven't really mentioned, the one woman fight, that whatever, who gives a shit, for me at least.
Hold on, Jandirobi.
What about her?
Okay, she cut girl open. I mean, cut her eye was leaking, split her shit. Or it was a doctor stoppage. It might say TKO, but that was a doctor stoppage. That girl wanted to keep fighting.
I don't even think it was a doctor. It didn't look like she wanted to keep fighting. I thought that her corner I thought she kind of gave up, and her corner was like, you know what, fuck it.
Well, she couldn't. She wanted to keep fighting, but she couldn't because it was just too much. It was just too much. Like, you could see in her body language that she wanted to keep fighting, but her body was giving out, and it just wasn't there was no chance of her winning, but you kind of admire the heart, and you're like, we have to stop the fight. But I think it was a good stoppage. But Jandirobi, man, she's on another level. These girls ain't ready for her.
I hated the Josh
Parisian.
I hated that fight, dude. It sucked.
I agree.
And I mean, Ricky Glenn got a quick KO over fucking Joaquin Silva, which was cool, but I didn't expect it. I mean, and Casey O'Neill got the
King Casey O'Neill.
Didn't I tell you?
Rear naked choke. Yeah, you did. You did say that. I'm sorry, you did. You said KO round one. It wound up being rear naked choke.
I was surprised, but I mean, I was surprised that she got the submission or whatever. But I mean, I knew she was gonna win. I mean, this girl is, she's. I think she's originally from Scotland, but then she trains out of Australia or something. But I mean, before I think I said like, she's the better Scotland person out of all the girl that's out of Scotland and the guy or whatever. That's
Are you talking about Paul Craig? I mean, and you're talking about.
I don't think technically she's training out of Scotland, so she don't count in my eyes.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's like saying Song Yadong is Asian MMA. I mean, he's American. He's training in America.
He's Asian American. That's what he's an alpha male dude. Okay, I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess I don't really consider her like Scottish. Just like we wouldn't say Izzy is Nigerian. You know what I mean? That's just that's what he is, where he was born.
He's repping them people pretty hard, though. I mean,
no, but we consider him like a part of City Kickboxing,
yeah,
and the New Zealand MMA brand.
True.
We want to say he's training out of Nigeria.
Right. I get you.
So that's what I'm saying with her too. Like,
Well, props to her.
you're
A
not,
third round submission, rear naked choke over Laurie Procopia. I mean, that's how we started tonight. It was a great. It wasn't that bad of a night. There was a couple snoozers. The Parisian fight was a snoozer. I mean, it was back and forth. But you're watching two fat guys just punch each other. Kind of reminded me of a hockey fight. There wasn't really much technique involved. It just sucked, like Buddy was saying. Um, what about Alessica or Alessica? Is that how you say it? Kamer taking on Nikolai?
I'm not gonna say that name because there's one in here.
Really? Really? I don't see any Russians in here.
No. Um, it's also like a name for a bot, as if we were talking about like a Google.
A Google? I did not know that.
Look, now my phone's trying to. What's the other name? That's the other brand, bro. Go ahead and say it.
Android or Apple?
This man is stupid, bro. I'm gonna type it in the chat. It's the same as this, bro.
Oh, you can't say that?
I don't want to, because then that thing goes off.
Okay. All right, I won't say it.
My Google's going off because I said that word.
Okay. So, Alexa Kamer taking on Nikolai.
Play sports.
Uh, Alexa!
Play porno.
Alexa, intruder!
Nah, chill.
Oh.
Yeah. So what did you think about this one?
Oh, man.
Between these two, I wasn't a fan of this fight either.
I was a fan. Nikolai was awesome for me. I mean, he didn't stop. He was high pressure, high volume. I liked everything about this. It wasn't too much of a snooze fest for me. It was more of a technical battle. I mean, Kmart did started to come back in the later of the first round, but Nikolai just outvolumed him, and it showed.
So when these two fight again, I don't. I'm gonna say like they still have to win me over. I don't give a shit if they fight. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, cool, Nicholas or Nikolai, whatever you want to call him. It says Nick on mine, but either way, it's like I'm not gonna say, cool, man. Can't wait to watch him. Like no, I don't give a shit about these guys yet.
Yeah.
They didn't impress. I am not impressed with their performance.
Oh, Wolfman in the chat. Oh, you don't know what happens when you say Alexa intruder? You should look that up on YouTube. See what happens. See what people do. You could do a lot of shit with Alexa intruder. All your lights will go red. Play some Pantera or some nasty fucking metal music. And she gets on there and says, "You fuck with the wrong house," and then just goes crazy. It's funny. Let's check it out. But anyway, before we get into the next card with Ciryl Gane and Alexander Volkov, one thing, did you hear about Luis Pena?
I seen the headline, didn't give a shit to watch it. He broke into somebody's house or some shit.
Is that what it was? Now I don't know what happened exactly. The only thing that
burglary, however you say that word,
So,
I can't even say it right now.
burglary.
Isn't it a weird word right now?
Burglary.
Burglary.
But
Burglary.
But it's okay. So I think it was Friday evening. Luis Pena gets arrested on suspicion or is robbery and sudden snatching at the third degree. So it was weird. I listened to a podcast and they looked up the definition of sudden snatching in the third degree, and that's basically like if you beat somebody up and take their phone, or you beat somebody up and take their wallet, that's sudden snatching, or you run up and grab a lady's purse or something. So any of those things happened, that you could get charged with sudden snatching. But the day before it happened, the day before he got arrested for it, he was talking about, hey, I'm finally reaching out. I'm getting the mental help that I need. And obviously he just didn't get the proper help, or he just made a bad decision. It sucks.
Or that situation happened, it just didn't leak yet.
That's true.
And he was saying to himself, like, hey, I want to get help, guys. I just got fucking caught
Yeah.
robbing some asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. But look, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to Luis Pena. I like the guy, but if it turns out that he robbed some old lady for her purse, that's fucked up, and you get what you deserve. Is what it is. I hope it's not that way. I hope he like some dude was just trying to film him and he wasn't having it that morning, and punched him in the mouth and took his phone and tried to break it or something. That's what I hope happened, but you know, can't make any judgments until you hear all the facts.
I bet you he was buying drugs.
Wow.
Right?
Okay. We're going
buying
right.
drugs.
Yeah.
And then he robbed dude because he's like, you ain't gonna fucking call the police on me. You're a drug dealer. But then he stole more than just drugs.
Okay. I bet he was on drugs. You and J-Bone think alike. But
yeah.
The other thing I want to talk about, you probably don't give a shit about, but Ariel Helwani did make his big announcement on where he was going after he left ESPN. He actually did pretty well for himself. If you didn't know, he joined BT Sports, which is the English version of like UFC on Fox. It's kind of like the ESPN over there. BT Sports. He has Dan Hardy, Laura Sanko, and Michael Bisping, and a couple other journalists that are all over there going to be doing that. Plus, he also is restarting the MMA hour on MMA fighting, which is great. So he gets his old show back. He made a deal with Spotify on top of that to get the MMA hour and another podcast. So it's going to come out Monday and Wednesday. And what else was it? He has another show that he can do sit-down interviews through BT Sports with whomever he wants. So
I hope you don't keep acting like a fucking bitch. I'll tell you that much.
I think it's going to get worse, honestly.
And guess what? I won't watch them. I never have. I stop watching them. I just don't support that type of content where he acts like a bitch the whole time.
I think it will get worse because now he has the clout to do whatever he wants, kind of, and he has the money to back it up. Like he obviously made a better deal for himself than he was getting at ESPN. So for somebody to leave ESPN, and the way he put it and a few of the other people put it is like they tried to give him a pay cut. He didn't take the pay cut, so he went out and marketed himself to the market and got a pretty sweet fucking deal and took that sweet deal that was better than the deal he was already having. So hats off to Ariel, to a great business decision. You get to do whatever you want. Your restrictions are off. Hallelujah to you. And you're making Spotify money.
Hallelujah to you.
Great on to you, man. I'm happy. MMA hour's back. I really like Ariel sometimes. So it's gonna be good. But
I know Ariel is your boyfriend. We get it.
Oh, fuck you. But anyway, to this fight card this weekend, we got Ciryl Gane taking on Alexander Volkov.
Well, before we move on, remember I was telling you before we started.
Oh, I can't. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So a buddy of mine, he streams on Twitch, Monster MMA. He trains. He has his own gym in Texas, Victoria, Texas. His son, he trains like 3-4 of his sons. I can't remember how many sons he has. His son is making his debut on not the Ultimate Fighter. What's the app called?
UFC Fight Pass.
Fight Pass. So he's debuting on Fight Pass this Sunday. I think it's called Fury FC, and it should be starting around 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern time. But you can follow Monster MMA on Twitch, and he said he's going to be streaming it Sunday. So if you want to check out, kind of be cool to watch. We're all gonna root for him on MMA MARKS side.
Hell yeah!
Root for my buddy's son who he trains. He's saying he's predicting a first round submission for his son, bro.
Fuck
so
yeah.
you know he don't fuck around. It's his name's Dylan Aguilar.
I was about to ask you if you wanted to say his name. I didn't know.
Yeah, so Dylan Aguilar, good luck to you if you're out there.
And what's the
You know,
Twitch? What's the Twitch account so we can show him some love too?
Monster MMA.
Monster MMA.
I'm gonna shout it out in the chat.
That's what's up. Oh, what's up? What is it? WDMA Warrior.
WDMA Warrior.
What's up,
That's
Warrior? How you doing, brother? Monster MMA, Dylan Aguilar.
Warrior
Check it
guy,
out
if
if
you
you
want
got
to
Fight
follow him.
Pass.
Sorry.
Check it out if you got Fight Pass. You said this Sunday at 8 p.m.
Well, yeah, and even if you don't have Fight Pass, I think he's gonna live stream his son's fight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on Fury FC, right?
Yes, Fury FC.
Hell yeah, man. That's like the minor leagues, and then you get, what is it? Fury, LFA,
And I believe the guy is 17 years old.
Ooh, that's a
So
little
he's
young.
17
That's
and
real
it's his
young.
debut in the big debut.
Where is he fighting out of? Texas, you said?
Victoria, Texas.
Victoria, Texas. You don't even give a fuck in Texas.
Hey, his father sound like he'd been training his son since he was old enough to train.
Yeah, yeah. So before we move on to the card, I got one more thing. Did you see Anderson Silva taking on Cesar Chavez Jr.?
I didn't see it. I heard about it. Did I give a shit? Not really.
You didn't care? You didn't care about the
Man, I don't really
redemption?
watch boxing, homie.
The
Like,
redemption of MMA to boxing? Come on, man.
go for Anderson Silva. I don't. At the same time, I don't give a shit.
What? Okay. This couldn't play better for Anderson Silva. I care a little bit because, as much as I like the Paul brothers and they're doing a lot for boxing and promoting fights in general, like, to say that they're going to beat up MMA guys after MMA guys, and let's face it, Jake Paul might beat Tyron Woodley. He might. That's a legitimate
fake
thing.
Fight. It's professional wrestling. Just
Be
with
that
a
as it may,
fucking
the reputation
boxing
still
sticker on
stands.
top of it.
You and I know that, but the casual fan doesn't know that. You and I know that it's very, very plausible that people take dives for that.
No, it's 100% fake. They can't they legally can't call it real. That's why they showed even on the what was it? What's that other brand called that
Driller?
Logan Paul just fought?
Showtime?
Showtime's supposed to be more legit, right?
Yeah.
And yet they showed his record of exhibitions and even talked about when he fought and beat Big Show. These are not legit fights. They're exhibitions. They're not. I mean, I don't know about Silva's. I'm talking about the Jake Paul stuff. That Silva fight could have been real. I'm not trying to shit on that, but I'm saying these Jake Paul and Logan Paul, I wouldn't even compare them. I have no idea what the Silva fight was. But as far as to act like they're real, I'm just gonna go with whatever I think is gonna make more money. If Jake Paul beats Tyron Woodley, it'll probably make Jake Paul more money. So that's what's gonna fucking happen. It's a fucking WWE of boxing.
Okay. So say the Paul brothers are fake and say Anderson's real for a moment. Just indulge me.
Like,
indulge me for a minute. Go with me for a minute.
He fought a boxer, right? So Silva, an MMA guy, fought a boxer, correct?
Yes. Anderson Silva
That's probably real.
fought not a retired boxer. He is still active. He's 35 years old.
I said that's probably real.
And he still fights. I think he fights twice a year. He's not known as the best boxer, but I mean, he's still actively fighting at a very high level in boxing. And Anderson fucking schooled him. I mean, just schooled him. And as be that it was on Chavez's father's promotion. So the announcers were talking Chavez up as much as they could. And the judges actually gave Anderson a split decision, which I think was bullshit. It was a unanimous decision. I can't speak tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, and Chavez didn't make weight. He didn't make weight. He had to give up a percentage of his purse.
Crazy.
And the percentage of his purse was 100 G's. So he had to hand
Good for fucking Silva,
He had
dude.
to hand Silva 100 G's. Straight cash. Here you go. See ya. And still had to fight. Like, how is I will never understand how boxing is so much more profitable than MMA. I will never understand that. And you can't tell me it's popularity. You cannot tell me. There's more to it than just that. Has to be. If anybody knows how that happened, how they can make that much money on that kind of a scale on pay-per-view, it's just mind-blowing to me. Peacemaker, I understand money laundering might be in on that, you know, but good Lord, man. Good Lord. Wow.
And
But
just overall, go for Silva for making money.
yeah.
I don't care that it was MMA or boxing. If they would have fought MMA, I would have probably been more interested. But Silva, he's old. He's not as quick as he used to be.
True.
Regardless, good for him.
Now, okay, since you don't care, you probably won't give me a good thing. But do you know who Canelo is?
Yeah, he's a redheaded Mexican.
Yeah. Pride of Guadalajara. I mean, he is probably, I think he's the best boxer that there is today. He's better. I think he's better than Deontay Wilder. I think he's better than Tyson Fury. Technically, Canelo is the best that boxing has to offer. If you had the best boxer, who would you pick to go against him in MMA?
What's his weight class?
I think it's 150. I think. Let me make sure. Let me make sure beforehand. Google fight. Uh, 168 pounds. Okay, so it's around 170, 155.
In a boxing match or MMA?
In a boxing match. Because I want to make it fair. Because you put it in MMA, he's going to get his shit split because there's takedowns and kicks. Just strictly striking. Strictly boxing.
What kind of striker is he?
He is an elusive striker. He can slip punches walking backwards and still deliver counter strikes. It is technically so perfect. It's beautiful to watch. Like that is not an exaggeration. A Canelo fight is beautiful.
Right now it's Max Holloway.
Max Holloway?
Either Max or Connor. I mean, who else in that around that weight class?
Whoa! I wouldn't take Connor on that one. Connor needs his kicks.
But Connor got that power.
He does.
And he doesn't need his kicks. He did decent against fucking he didn't do I mean, he didn't look like a fucking real boxer against Floyd, but he didn't necessarily look that bad. Floyd didn't go nearly as easy as he went on fucking Logan.
True.
You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, Connor kind of held his own.
Yeah.
So the fact that I think that Max Holloway's cardio, it puts him as more of a front runner, but Connor got power. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wolfman's a piece of shit. I'm gonna just say that right now. Talking about Connor.
Wolfman just calls it like he sees it. Man.
Connor and Hardy is my favorite fighters.
He calls a spade, Ricky, like you.
Yeah, your fucking mind. Oh my god. Fuck you both. Fuck you both right in the ear. That's fucked up, man. I can't wait till Connor. Hey, July 10th is real fucking close, and he's gonna get knocked out again, and I can't fucking wait.
July 10th is my father's birthday, by the way.
Oh man. July 10th and July 5th is your birthday, right?
Hell yeah.
Man. 30, 35, 36, something like that, right?
We'll be 31, bro. You know,
wait until
I ain't old like you yet.
Hey. Nobody talking about me in here. We're talking about you, all right? Nobody talking about me.
Let's not even get on backlogs age.
Oh, backlog so damn old, the gray hair fell out.
Hey, you know what is another good one? Another good fight for Canelo.
What?
And I think I even heard a rumor of this before.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking Jorge Masvidal, bro.
Wow.
Because
You know,
I mean, he did get his ass whooped. I mean, got knocked out by fucking Usman,
Usman.
but the threat of the takedown and everything else was
Yeah.
involved. If it's strictly boxing, Jorge might do pretty well.
he might. He might. He definitely might do well. Because of his aggressiveness, Jorge might do well.
All right, look.
But
Canelo meets Stephen Thompson halfway and they fight kickboxing. Who wins?
Stephen Thompson. Thompson,
I know I'm
easily.
fucking with you.
Easily. Good God. Oh man. But it was a fun night with that Anderson Silva Chavez Jr. fight. Chavez Sr. fought who was it? Macho Camacho's son, Macho Camacho Jr. Now, Chavez Sr. is like 62 years old,
Where's Tucker?
which is crazy.
You see him?
Thank you for the bits, J Bone. You the man.
Hell yeah, dude.
But it was a cool thing. I liked it. I like seeing the boxing. I like the technical aspect of all that shit. It's fun. It was a good night. So moving on, let's get to what we came here for, which is this weekend's fight. We got Ciryl Gane taking off Alexander Volkov. We went back and forth a little bit before the show on who you got and why, and who I got and why. But we got a whole nother card, and I want to hear your picks, and I'll tell you my picks as we go up this motherfucker. And I'm going to remain number one, like I always am, in the Fight Pick Championship this week. It's going to be great.
Well, you know, special shout out to everybody who helped me do my fight picks yesterday. I had some help.
Cheater!
Kind of went over it in the stream and stuff. So for the first fight, we got Yancy Medeiros taking on Damir Hadzovic. Something like that. Hadzovic. All right, so for me,
yeah,
you know, Yancy Medeiros is a little bit more well known. The other guy, the Bosnian bomber, he's pretty good, not the best. These guys it's a weird fight. I'm hoping for something cool, but I'm gonna go with Yancy Medeiros with a decision, just because he's slightly more experienced, and I think that will play a factor. I don't think that. I think both of these guys can't afford to risk it right now because they're coming off of too many L's.
Yep, I agree. I think this is going to be a grappling match, slow as all hell. It's either going to be a decision, but I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm going to say Damir Hadzovic going to get him in a submission, round 2, rear naked choke probably, because let's face it, Medeiros got some bitch in his blood. He tends to quit later rounds.
I guess we'll see, man.
Yeah. So moving on, next we got a featherweight fight between Charles Rosa and Justin James. Where have I heard Justin James before? Can you please enlighten me, buddy? Because I feel we talked about this guy, and I feel like I was impressed with his performance. Am I correct? Or is he coming off an L?
So he's coming off of 3 L's.
Oh my God!
But his debut was a quick turn, or not quick turnaround. It was a short, late notice fight against Frank Camacho. He went in there and fucking sparked fucking Frank Camacho and whipped his ass. Remember that fight now?
Oh yeah.
Came in and made light work. And this guy's nickname is Guitar Hero. He's kind of cool, but he lost. He almost beat Gavin Tucker, but then Gavin Tucker beat him in the later rounds with the rear naked choke. He got his ass whipped by Gabriel Benitez, and then Devontae Smith. They were banging it out, and doctor stoppage because he had an eye injury.
Oh man.
Charles Rosa, Boston strong, but still fighting out of Florida, even though he's Boston strong. Uh, I'm gonna go with Justin James knockout first round. I'm not a big fan of Charles Rosa and his performances. He's good, but it's like he's too average. He's well rounded. Like he's not bad anywhere, but he's not great anywhere in my opinion. But he's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu, right? But then fucking what's his name? Bryce Mitchell kept getting him almost in that fucking in that triangle. I mean not triangle.
Twister.
Twister.
Twister, mister.
This
Okay.
Gorilla Glue got my mind fucking going crazy.
Ooh. Blow your head right off. But
So
I'm taking
who
Charles
you got,
Rosa.
man?
I'm taking Charles Rosa in this.
I think most people probably will. He's the way more well known guy.
I'm gonna take Rosa, and I'm gonna say decision, because just by basing it, I mean he lost to Derek Minner, he beat Kevin Aguilar, and he lost to Bryce Mitchell, like you said, but they were decisions. They were all decisions. So he's taking it all the way down. Your mom's name is Rosa.
I don't mean red in Spanish or something.
That's Roja, not Rosa.
I know it was something like that.
Or Rojo,
Yeah, I mean-
excuse me.
Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not a huge fan of Charles Rosa. I mean, he's kind of cool at the same time. I don't hate him. I'm just not. He hasn't shown me anything to be excited about.
Okay, so your favorite division is up next. Tell me who's fighting.
It's the bantamweight women's division. It's my favorite, Julia Avila, taking on Julia Stolarienko.
Very good.
Um,
Hooked on phonics work for you. I'll take it.
So Julia Avila, that's the
Villa.
Raging Panda,
Yeah.
and this other girl, she don't have a nickname, but we just gonna call her rear naked choke for now, because I think that's all she really goes for, right? She's kind of a one-trick pony in my eyes.
Yeah.
Now Julia or Raging Panda, she didn't do too well against Sarge, but Sarge gives a lot of people problems in this weight class.
I agree.
Before that, she was doing pretty well in the UFC. She had a win against Pani Kanzad, and Gina. She got the quick work of Gina Mazzani. I went with a decision for Avila, Raging Panda, because I do think that she will be able to avoid that rear naked choke that's or arm bars, whatever. And it was something like that. The other girl always goes for it. She always tries to get the back, right? She's just obsessed with trying to get the back constantly.
Yeah, she'll take your back, try to choke you, but most likely she'll go for an armbar. So who you got again? I'm sorry.
Raging Panda decision.
Okay.
That's Avila.
Yeah. I'm taking Avila as well, but I'm saying she's gonna finish this girl, and TKO her in the second round. I'm going Panda second round TKO. So next up we got a light heavyweight battle between Marcian Prochinio and Ike Villanueva. It's an easy fight for me. I'm taking Marcian KO first round. Easy as it.
Damn. Okay.
And
Let's fucking go.
It's gonna be short work. It's gonna be short work too. It's gonna be.
All right. Look, I remember. Do you remember the fight against Khalil Roundtree?
Yeah.
I hated that fight. I thought they both looked like shit. And then he had 3 L's before that. And it seems like anytime somebody wants to bang on him, he gets knocked out. Sam Alvey knocked out Marcin, bro. Sam Alvey. Okay?
Smiling Sam Alvey, the king of the 1-2. Okay, if you practice, what did Bruce Lee say? Don't be scared of the guy that has 1,000 kicks. Be scared of the guy that practices one kick 1,000 times. Sam Alvey has gotten down to 1-2. He's done that a million gazillion times. I'd be scared of his 1-2. Okay.
All right. Well,
So I'm not
I'm going
saying
with Hurricane Ike.
Hurricane Ike. Go ahead. That's
Hurricane
fucking funny.
Ike, and he's gonna win by a knockout in the second round, because I've seen Marcin does have a little bit of defense to him. especially against Roundtree. But the difference between Ike and Roundtree is I think Ike's hungry, bro. I
Okay,
think he
yeah.
wants that win. His debut fight in the UFC was against Chase Sherman at heavyweight. Then he fought Jordan Wright, and so he got his ass whipped by fucking Chase Sherman right off the bat. It was bad. It was a quick fight, quick notice fight.
He
But
made
then
it out the first
afterwards,
round.
huh?
I said he made it out the first round.
Against Chase Sherman?
Mm-hmm.
I remember incorrectly then. I thought it was like instantly.
No,
And that was
49.
that was the one where Chase Sherman said, "You know when you get a 10 pack of nuggets and then you get 11? That's how I feel right now." And then he had a doctor stoppage against Jordan Wright where he got the cut.
Yeah, you got cut.
And honestly, he still wanted to fight like you were talking earlier about that woman.
Yeah.
But and then he beat he had a gimme fight against that guy Vinius or Vincinius or however you say it.
Yeah,
But
Vincinius.
I think this is a test to see who they want to fucking back, and I think Hurricane Ike is gonna come through with the second round knockout, bro.
Oh, okay. Ike with the second round knockout. I'll take it. All right, what we got up next? I think it's a welterweight fight, right?
Oh yeah, and I have no idea who this guy or I don't know nothing about Jeremiah Wells, other than he trains at Henzo Gracie Philly, and that's with I think is that the one with Sean Brady in it and stuff? I'm gonna look it up again.
Yeah, this is his debut. He's coming out of CFFC. I'm not sure what that is. So this is his debut. He looks pretty ripped up. God help him. I don't know. I don't know nothing about him, honestly. Looks like he likes to choke people. But I'm taking Alves. Worley Alves. I mean, dude's big. He's strong. He's got experience. He's been in the UFC for a good amount of fights now. He's coming off a win, body kick, and a ground and pound victory on round 1 to Lazarus. I think that's his name, or Lazares. I mean, so I'm taking Alves in here. I'm taking second round knockout.
So for Worley Alves, for him only having 14-4, he's fought a lot of the top competition of welterweight. And like I said, one of his most notable fight, even though how long ago it was,
Yeah.
he has a win on Colby Covington. Okay,
That's fucking sad.
that's enough for me to pick him. The experience alone on who he's been tested by, I know literally no one this guy has fought. Jeremiah Wells. Sorry, Hill's the guy that got his arm torn off. There's not enough about him that I would pick. I'm gonna have to say my boy Worley Alves by decision.
Okay.
He might have the first UFC fight jitters and everything else.
Yeah, that's on them bright lights. They mess with a person.
So
hold on. Wolfman's saying that the Cage Fighting Fury Championships is CFFC and CM Punk is the announcer.
Yeah, I heard.
Wow.
A commentator, I believe, right?
Wow. Oh, the commentator. Excuse me. Wow. I didn't think CM Punk had MMA like credentials to go and do anything with MMA anymore. I thought he was done. Huh.
I mean, he's a name, dude. He probably enjoys it.
Yeah. Good for him.
I mean, you got plenty of guys that are commentary that aren't as good. Just because the UFC has been taking more and more UFC vets to commentary doesn't. I mean, you got guys like Mike Goldberg. I mean, who the fuck ever?
I mean, yeah, Mike Goldberg is a play-by-play guy. So like, you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that not everybody has to have the experience. I think
agree.
that I don't think he probably is that bad.
I don't know, but hey, it says he's okay. But cool. All right, moving on. we got another welterweight fight right after this. Shetvak Rachmanov, Manov,
Yeah,
Rachmanov.
that's
Yeah, that's
Rachmanov. Rachmanov. That sounds good.
taking on Michelle. It's not Paul Horace. It's
Prazeres.
Pazaris. When I
That
first
sounds,
seen it, I was like, Paul Horace is back in, but no,
bro. But
that's
it's
not
kind
right.
of funny because not as or not as big as Paul Harris, but this is that little guy. Like he's kind of a smaller frame, but he's got really big. Like he's muscular, like kind of a buffer, smaller guy, in my opinion.
Uh huh.
And he kind of was pretty good. Probably around when we started the podcast or a little bit before. Um, we were like, man, this guy's pretty good, bro.
He's a fucking
I mean,
tank.
he's got a split decision against Desmond. I mean, Zach Cummins, but that was 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
His nickname is Traitor.
Yeah.
He's a traitor. That's different.
It's not trader spelled like that though. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Traitor,
Yeah, it's-
Trator or Trator.
Trader would spell
Yeah,
with an
there's
I, right?
yeah we need an I in there, but this is Tratro. Traitor. Uh, God bless him.
It's
But I am definitely taking Rachmaninoff. He's undefeated. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the guy I was talking about. Remember when I said he's a guy that's coming off and he wears a whole squirrel on his fucking head? Like Davy Crockett.
is this that guy? Are we sure?
I think this is that guy. If this is that guy, he is really good striker. I mean, a really good striker. I got him winning first round KO. Rachmaninoff. It's gonna be great.
I think it actually is. But hold on. Sorry. So it just means masculine, I think,
Masculine.
in Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
And it's pronounced trator. Hold
Tractor.
on. I was saying tractor.
Tractor.
Maybe it means tractor, bro.
Oh, okay. That would make a little bit more sense. Maybe it means tractor.
It means tractor. I was reading wrong. Sorry. He literally, his nickname is Tractor, bro.
Okay.
Okay, so Tractor versus Nomad. This guy's 13-0. Like you said, he's a savage. I went with him by decision because this tractors don't fucking die very easily. This guy, let me see real quick.
What
This
you
guy
saying?
Perez, how you say it? Or Tractor? We're just gonna call him Tractor. He's never been finished. You feel me?
Okay.
Never. And he's fought people like Ishmael Nerdaviv or whatever, Zach Cummins, Desmond Green, Gilbert Burns. He beat Gilbert Burns, bro.
Who did?
Michelle.
Michelle Pajeras beat Gilbert Burns.
Yeah. He beat Jesse Ronson.
Nice.
I mean, he's got notable wins on here.
All right, so
You
this is
understand what
gonna
I'm
be
saying? This guy has a good record against notable guys. So I think that this guy he's 26-3, and he's going against a 13-0. I think the 13-0 is going to shine through and get the decision. I just don't think that I think that this guy's tested enough to where he doesn't get finished.
nice. All right, I'm still going with KO round 1 with Rachmanov because he's showing angles and fights that this guy just doesn't. Yeah, he's very different.
He's different than everybody that
Yeah.
Michelle's been fought.
So what do we have up next? Main event and the prelims.
Is it Hione, or is that how you say it?
Kennedy. I have here that we have Kennedy Nezajukwu taking on Daniel Marquez.
Oh, that's on my main card, bro. I don't know.
Oh, that got moved to the main card?
I'm not sure. I'm looking on Topology, homie. That's like way up. But I mean, we can talk about that one next.
Okay.
So Danilo, Marquise
Yeah.
or Marquez, taking on Kennedy, the African Savage. Um, do you want to go first? You want me to go first
You
here?
could go. Go ahead.
All right, fine. So the African Savage, the few times I've seen him perform in the octagon, I'm not a fan at all. I don't want to back this man. I mean, he's 8-1. He's lost to Paul Craig by a triangle choke, and that's his only loss. But his last fight against Carlos Alberg beat this man over and over again, and just didn't have any energy left. Like after round one, and it was him just being big and tougher than the other guy. And this and Alberg, I mean Kennedy, he's so slow, so slow.
Yeah.
I can't stand how slow he is.
Yeah.
And this other guy, he's been kind of every test they put in front of him, he's been doing very well. He seems like a decent fighter. I'm backing him. I think he'll get the submission by second round. Marquez second round submission.
I agree with you 100% completely, even down to the finish and around. Marquez, second round submission. I agree with you for all those same reasons. And with all that being said, it just begs the question, just how slow is Kennedy going to be?
For being named the African Savage, I mean, and the funny thing is like he was a lot bigger than Alberg because he's 6'5", but
Yeah.
Danilo is 6'6". You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he ain't gonna be the bigger guy. He might be a little bigger depending on what the body. I'm not sure about body types, but he definitely ain't gonna be the taller guy.
Yeah. So, who you got next on your
You tell me because my order is different. I'll just go for your order.
Okay, my next fight is Hanato Mike. This starts the main card. Hanato Moicano taking on Ja Herbert. Is that
All
right?
I got that fight.
Okay.
So, do you know anything about Ja Herbert?
Yeah.
All right, tell me.
I know that he trains with Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy is a big fan of Ja Herbert. And will remember Ja Herbert best because he got knocked out. And this is where Dan Hardy went off on referee Herb Dean.
Yeah, I remember.
Because Ja Herbert got knocked out by
Francisco Trinaldo.
Trinaldo, yeah.
Now, shout out to those guys out there. One of my good friends on Twitch, he's Tio Soul Rap on Twitch. He said that he recently got to train with Dan Hardy, and he was like starstruck. He might train with this guy. I don't know. I have no idea, but I mean, he got knocked out by Trinaldo, bro. I can't go with him. His name's the Black Country Banger, and he's from England. That's a weird name. Maybe that's an English term I'm not sure of.
Okay.
Hanato Moicano, submission round 1. He comes in there and does it quick sometimes, bro, and I think that's what's gonna happen. The Country Banger seems like he's more of a striker, but then again, he's coming out BJJ gym. But still, I mean, it's Moicano, bro.
I cannot back Moicano at all. I just can't.
I know Moicano is Cub Swanson to you, bro. I know
he has so much in common with Cub Swanson in his technique and his output. It's scary. And personally,
if it makes you feel better, he beat Cub Swanson.
Well, of course he will. But I mean, like, I think these guys are fighting for the job here. Ja Herbert's not doing too hot. Moicano's losing consistently. I got Ja Herbert winning via decision. And I just think Moicano is he's just what's the word I'm looking for? Chum. He's just bait and just a gimme fight for the next competitor. He's like the first line gatekeeper now, man.
I mean, his jab's fucking amazing, and his jiu-jitsu seems to be good. He's quick with it.
He
locks it in quick, bro.
He does.
I mean, he's not like a lot of these other jiu-jitsu guys. He goes right fucking forward, dude.
I agree with you that he locks up submissions really quickly, but in that in that vein, he always goes for submission before position, and that is not correct. You always take position before the submission, and that's where he gets up in a lot of trouble with anybody that has a decent fight IQ is going to pick up on those bad habits that Moicano has and exploit them. And
Now, how do you have him winning again? Ja Herbert?
decision.
All right.
Because I don't think Ja Herbert is to like UFC upper level yet. I think he's still got potential, and he's got to work on a lot of his holes in his game because he tends to reset a lot. Like if he doesn't get the look that he wants, he will back up and reset a lot, and you can get caught. That's how Trinaldo caught him. I mean, I just think that like he leaves himself open when he resets a lot, and he needs to shore up that hole. So I think if he can keep Moicano on the back foot, he'll win this because he'll tag him up.
So, what's up, Toon?
227.
So where does Timur fall in your card? Timur Valiyev.
Timur Valiyev.
Timur.
I'm looking on fight Tapology now. So Timur. I don't see Timur. Where's it? Timur.
Is the fight still on?
Oh yeah. It's on. For me, it was right before the OSP fight. Is when Rony Barcelos and Timur Valley is going to fight.
All right. Well, let's just get that out of the way because it's like way down the card for me. It's just one we skipped.
All right.
So, do you know anything about these guys, or you want me to just go ahead and...
I don't know anything about these guys other than they are 135.
All right, so this guy, Timur Valiyev, his nickname's Lucky. He has a... Is this called a draw? No, it's a no contest, I believe, against Trevin Jones. Whatever, we're not even going to talk about that. Martin Day, he went to decision and won against Martin Day with a decision. He's from Moscow, Russia. He's out of the Jackson Wink camp.
Fuck damn.
You know, he can be pretty good. He last weighed in at 145.5, and they're fighting at 135 now. So that's another thing. Now, Barcelos, speaking of position over submission, I think that's where this battle is going to be. But Barcelos has wins against some, people like Saeed Nurmagomedov, however you say that. Chris Gutierrez, fighters like this. I think that this is going to be a grappling match, if I had to guess, and I think Barcelos is going to win by decision.
Oh, with the big cheers, love you, Tune 27.
Oh yeah.
But look, Barcelos. I just think, like you said, the weight cut for Tamer and Barcelos is used to facing higher competition. I got Barcelos in this decision, no problem. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Well, Jackson Wink, man, they come with some good game plans. That's the factor in this.
Yeah, but you have to rise to that level, and I don't see Tamer rising to that level right now. I could be wrong.
As Wolfman talks about how he don't like it. I kind of don't like it either. Where it left a bad taste in my mouth is the one where what's his name? The dude with the carpenter.
Guida.
Clay Guida, when he was just running away from homie the whole time.
God,
and it was because Greg Jackson told him to. Like, so you can't win if you can't hit me.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the fucking fight sucked. It wasn't even a fight. It's like, Greg Jackson, stop trying to fucking find an exploit here and just fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What you got next on this card? I think I fixed all my catch-ups, because like we skipped around a little bit. So
yeah,
I'm right in line, I believe. So who you got next?
Dirty Bird Tim Means taking on Nicholas Dalby.
All right, let's hear your breakdown, and then I'll tell you what's wrong about it.
Tim Mean is an old dirty bird on his way out. He had his last hurrah with the couple fights that he had. And I think that it is over for Dirty Bird Tim Means. I got Nicholas Dalby with all the heart, all the fire coming in. He's going to wrestle him to the ground, ground and pound. TKO third round, Nicholas Dalby right here. You heard it first.
Yeah, Toon, we're talking about Fight Night Saturday night. So he said, some of the things he said, let's address the age issue first, okay?
Let's address it.
Dirty Bird Tim Means is 37 years old.
That's old.
4 months and 6 days. All right,
That's
37,
old. That's
4 months and 6
old.
days old. Nicholas Dalby,
Yeah.
36 years old, 36, 7 months, 1 week, and 3 days. So
Fucking
they're not
spring
far off from
chicken
each other in
compared to
age.
Tim Means.
Huh?
He's a spring chicken compared to Tim Means.
You don't even have a whole fucking year on my dude. All right. Secondly, 31
Yeah.
plus 12, that's 53, 54. Tim Means has 54 fucking fights, bro.
That's a lot of fights.
Nicholas Dalby has 24.
24.
24 fights.
That's a decent amount of fights.
Nicholas Dalby's got that awkward style, like a different style than a lot of other people with the way he, it's kind of like almost karate stance with leg kicks and offsetting motherfuckers and shit.
Uh-huh.
But Tim Means is the dirty bird, bro. He always finds a way to fucking get in there and do what he needs to do.
So how is Tim Means going to take care of this?
And Tim Means was saying prepared is an understatement at this point.
Prepared is an understatement. Okay,
I
yeah.
forget how he worded it, but I saw it on Instagram. He's ready, bro. He was training for somebody last week, and then his opponent fell out, and Nicholas Dalby's opponent fell out. So they said, "Fuck it, let's fight, bro." This is a dangerous fight for Tim Means, likewise for Dalby. But I think Tim Means is just gonna stick to the basics and win the decision. He might mix it up. He might strike and grapple a little here because Tim Means can do it all.
I hear you. Look, Tim Means has surprised me in the past. Tune in here saying, you're never too old. Randy Couture fought until he was 46. Randy Couture is a fucking superhero who walked 6 miles after having a heart attack without medical attention. They don't make people like Randy Couture every day. Tim Means is just another man.
USADA wasn't around in 46-year-old Randy Couture. But one thing to mention here, right, is has Tim Means, can you find one Tim Means fight that was a born fight?
No, I can't. I cannot
That's
say
why
that.
you got to say he's got that Nick Diaz mentality type of deal. He's like a savage. Matt Brown, he's beaten Matt Brown before, I think.
He's a fighter's fighter.
And he's fought everybody, bro. He's fought a lot of motherfuckers, bro. And he's coming off of 2 wins. I think he fucking rolls it over and gets another great decision. How good did he look against Mike Perry, bro?
He looked really good. But Mike Perry, in Mike Perry's defense, Mike Perry's a fucking nutcase, okay?
How's that Mike Perry's defense? You mean Tim Means?
No, Mike Perry's, because that's his excuse for losing that fight, okay?
But... So the MMA math that's involved in this, or MMA algebra, whatever you want to call it. So Daniel Rodriguez, D-Rod, beat the shit out of Tim Means, right?
Yes,
and then
he
choked
did.
him out, I believe, right?
Yes, he did. He fucked
Nicholas
him up.
Dalby's last fight was Daniel Rodriguez, and he won. But if you don't remember, the way we were reviewing it, we were kind of like, man, Daniel Rodriguez, we kind of liked the way he was fighting better. He was boxing, but ridiculous. Nicholas Dalby was sitting there
ready
with his
for that.
kickboxing, kicking his legs and stuff.
Oh, ridiculous. Oh, that's fucking great. Oh, all right.
Dude, you just made me kind of nervous talking about weight cuts, Peacemaker. Because what if Dirty Bird started weight cutting or cutting weight before he, last week? What if the weight cut affects him, bro?
Ooh.
I didn't even think about that.
Dirty Bird gonna get taken to the cleaners. Nicholas Dalby.
How much you think he walks around at, bro?
Tim Means?
Yeah.
200 pounds. Easy. Easy 200. An easy 200 pounds.
I'm still going decision on Bird.
Okay. You heard it. Dirty
Early
bird.
bird gets the worm.
All right. Next, I got Andre Touchy Feely taking on uh, Daniel Panetta or Dane Panetta. Is that how you say it? I forget.
Daniel.
Daniel
Looks like Daniel
Panetta.
to me.
Daniel Panetta.
Yeah. Daniel Panetta is the guy that got knocked out 6 months ago by Cub Swanson, your favorite fighter, but he also right before that he beat Herbert Burns with the crucifix
Yeah.
and the elbows. How do you have Andre Feely winning? You fucking bitch.
I don't know. Every time I pick Andre Feely, he loses. No shit. Every single time. So I don't want to take it. I don't want to take him. I'm taking Daniel Panetta. TKO second round. That's how I'm doing it.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to be safe. I might even do decision, but I want to be something definitive. So I'm gonna take TKO second round. I'm gonna take it.
So I picked Panetta decision. I feel like most people are gonna pick Feely. I'm 100% rooting for Panetta. I'm not a big Feely fan. Like Sadiq Yusuf did very well, and Bryce Mitchell seems like he doesn't do well against grapplers.
Right, and Feely's not a grappler. Not a grappler at all.
Yeah, so I think Feely, if he gets Feely down, it's gonna be more Panetta. Cause Panetta, I mean, he's got the crucifix win, and Feely, every time somebody grapples him, it seems like he's the one playing catch up on grappling.
Yeah. Tune in the chat talking about am I a fan? Am I a fan of Korean Zombie? Well, look, if you came in here first like J-Bone always does, you know right now that I'm a fan of Zombie. I didn't have him winning last week. I thought Ige was going to pull it out with all that pressure that he does people.
Zombie.
And as you can see, this motherfucker over here, he is a zombie fiend and fanatic. He is he's all about the Korean Zombie. He goes for the finish. Hey, I'm not the big fan on him. I was happy as hell that Yair beat him. That was one of my favorite fights of that year. In fact, it was my most favorite fight that year. So I will say I'm a fan of his fighting, but not a fan of him. So I'll just put it to you like that, too.
Zombie won that whole fight until he got knocked out.
Get the fuck out of here. You go back and watch it. Go back and watch it.
Zombie was winning that whole fight until he got knocked out.
As is everybody. As is everybody's winning the fight until they get knocked the fuck out. I don't want to hear that.
Whatever. So, who we got? I got next OSP, Vince St. Peru, taking on Tanner Boser. Is that who you have next on your list?
That's the co-main event, right? Tanner Boser, OSP.
Yep.
Oh, look. It's going to be a crazy fight. Tanner Boser just likes to brawl too much. And it's going to be his downfall eventually. He needs to... I don't want to make him sound dumb, but he needs to get his ring IQ up a little bit more before he moves to the next level. I don't think he's ready for these upper level UFC stars like OSP, who will drag him into deep water, put him in a trap, and take him out. I got OSP winning submission second round.
You know, I forgot that the OSP choke is a thing.
What?
While I was picking this fight.
Oh, man. I'd like to hear I want to hear your prediction now without the knowledge of the OSP choke.
So, Tanner Boser just fought, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Not even a month ago.
2 weeks ago, he just fought.
Yeah.
He broke homie's arm, but still lost. So I picked OSP by knockout second round because I feel like Tanner Boser likes to get in a rhythm. And I feel like when OSP has somebody that's trying to get in a rhythm, he's really good at reading those rhythms and making people pay, and then he counters like he did to Menafield, Alonzo Menafield. That choke's there, but how good was... And it's a heavyweight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a heavyweight fight.
Second round knockout. He's gonna stand with him.
Who Bozer? You taking Bozer in the second round?
Hell no, I got OSP knocking him out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you need to check yourself, dude.
Speaking of people being old, this guy OSP is 38.
Woo! Yeah, but black don't crack, yo. Okay, black don't crack. OSP all day.
I don't know why he's going. He went back to heavyweight. It's kind of weird. He just can't figure out what weight class he wants to fight at.
Yeah.
Last time he weighed in, he was 207 pounds.
210?
7. And
okay.
Bozer's last weight was 242. It's pretty significant.
And yeah, they're fighting at 265. Okay, so nobody makes a weight cut, and they all fat and happy as they get on the scales, and they're having a good fight.
Oh yeah.
I think ring IQ alone will play a big part in this. Like you said, OSP breaks up the rhythm. OSP is a better grappler, and OSP will set traps and counter way better than Tanner Bozer. If OSP is smart, he's not going to stay and trade with this dude. And OSP has traded with the best of them. I mean, he fought John Jones. He fought fucking Rumble Johnson. I mean, he's fought some hard-hitting dudes. I just see OSP running away with this one.
The only thing for me, just to piggyback or to add on top of what you're saying, is that Bozer, the only thing he really can bring to the table against OSP is a little bit of speed. Even though OSP is a lighter guy, I feel like Bozer has the speed advantage there, and the youthfulness, and but other than that, I think that OSP is better, like you said, stand up and grappling, bro.
Yeah. Wolfman says Tanner's filling in. Like, so this is a short notice fight. Who
Big heavyweight.
Who was OSP's opponent before this? Do we know?
It must have been a light heavyweight.
Yeah. Well, I mean the weight will probably be an issue. I mean, let's think about this. OSP probably walks around at like 230, so he'll probably come in around 225, 220, and Bozer's probably going to come right around what he was, 240, maybe 245, give or take. It's gonna be a nice one, but I like I say, I still stand by my decision. OSP is going to run away with this one. So, moving on. We're going to say Ciryl Gane whips up on Alexander Volkov. Is that fair? That's a fair assessment, right? It's going to be a no contest kind of thing. Like, Volkov won't have a shot in hell.
I mean, I think a lot of people probably feel that way, by the way.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Look, tune in the chat already. He said he's got Alexander Volkov because he looks so sharp against Overeem.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying I think that most people are on that hype train for fucking Gane.
I like Gane. Gane is his patience is what draws me to him. When he has a guy hurt, he doesn't swarm them like most newer guys.
Max Grishin.
Max Grissom.
Grishin. And he's somebody that's been floating around from heavyweight to light heavyweight. He withdrew. And
so we're talking about the OSP fight now. The OSP.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I went
and
looked it up.
It's all right. It's good. OSP had an original fight instead of Tanner Bozer. It was this Max Grishin. So Max Grishin withdrew from the fight, and Tanner Bozer steps in on a short notice to fill in for this OSP fight. So there's going to be a weight discrepancy. There's going to be, the thing that is on Tanner Bozer's side is that he just had a real fight. So, I mean, he's going to be ready to go. But like we said, OSP has just got the IQ and the grappling and the higher level than Tanner Bozer.
Yeah, definitely been in there with a lot better competition than Bozer's been in there with.
Agreed.
And done way better than Bozer has.
Agreed. Wolfman, I like that money bet right on Gane. That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of people like Gane, bro. I mean, dude, a lot of people have Gane that I've talked to. Don't sleep on Gane. Like, don't think that Gane, like, people are sleeping on Gane. People are pretty hype about Gane.
So tell me why I'm wrong, and tell me how Volkov is just gonna run through Ciryl Gane.
Well, I don't think he's gonna run through him. I think that he fucking gets a third round KO or TKO, um, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Um, I think that the way he throws his strikes, with it's like straight down the pipe, and it's so solid. He punches with all his weight, man.
He
I mean,
does.
Volkov just looks so good. He fucking brutalized fucking Overeem, bro.
He
And,
did.
and like I was saying earlier in our mark out minute when we were discussing this fight, you got somebody like Volkov who's fought 41 times to Ciryl Gane's 8 fights. And if you look at Volkov's resume, he's fought a lot of notable fighters and done very well against them. The people he's lost to, he's learned from those fights. And I can't not pick Volkov. Volkov is easily one of the top, I would say 5 at least. This is a good test for Gane, but it's too much too early for Gane, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. It's not. It's not a horrible breakdown of it. I just think, like you said, Volkov does throw all of his punches right down the pipe, but he does have a Win Chun kind of vibe to it, where it's thumb up, and his fist is straight like this. So when he punches like this instead of turning his wrist over. He punches straight up and down, which lets you break a lot of guards straight and center. But what it does do is it relies heavily on a lead leg, and Gane will tear it up with leg kicks. So if you tear up somebody's legs with a leg kick, and you can create angles like Gane does, now about his, I see a lot of trouble in that. But like you were saying, Gane only has 8 fights to Volkov's 41. Is that what you said? 41 or 21, something like that.
That's 41.
Okay. Well, both of these guys were kickboxers way before they stepped in an MMA cage, and they were kickboxers on a very very high level. So I can't see that like the experience of combat getting in the way of or giving one guy the edge in this particular fight, because I think this is going to be a kickboxing match, and then what I think is going to happen is Gane is going to take down Volkov, because Volkov has problems defending takedowns. I mean, he can do it. He's a thick boy. He's 6'7" for God's sakes. I mean, he's a big dude. He can handle himself. But I think if Gane has a very technically sound takedown, double leg, single leg, whatever, he's gonna get it. And once he gets it, he's gonna put that submission on. And he get an arm triangle real quick. He can get a heel hook real quick. We've already seen that happen, and it comes out of nowhere, and you don't expect it. So I got this fight going Gane's way, submission, third round. You heard it here, right here first. Telling you, Ciryl Gane got this guy. I'm going with either an arm triangle or a heel hook.
Well, with somebody like Curtis Blades, who I would say is a better takedown artist than Ciryl Gane, he gave Curtis Blades a very, very hard time taking him down. He outlasted him with cardio. I think if Ciryl Gane is aiming for the takedown, then he's in for a rude awakening. He's not going to take him down, and even if he does take him down, he's not going to keep him there. All in all, I just can't see Ciryl Gane really doing too much with the grappling anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big boy. All you gotta do is sit up with them fucking legs.
Yeah, but how do you stop that mid-range kick that Volkov has? That is so good. That kick up the middle. You close the distance so he can't throw that kick. You keep pressure on him.
He's not. Gane's most notable win is against fucking Junior Dos Santos in 2020. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's his most notable win. But
Volkov is way leaps and above and beyond that.
okay, so he fought Curtis Blades. So he fought a withered up Alistair Overeem. So he fought a Derek Lewis and he lost. Granted, he was beating him technically for 2 rounds, but he lost. Okay, he lost
Yeah, but
in the
I
end.
mean,
But
he's beat Verdum.
Verdum, he beat Verdum. Okay, we can clearly say that the Volkov that fought Verdum is not the same Volkov that fought Overeem. Can you agree to that?
Yeah, he's even better, bro.
Okay, he might be better. Okay, but I'm telling you that Gane, with his tools, will outperform Volkov in this situation, just because Gane has patience, he has poise, he tears up the leg, and he can mix up the takedown and the strikes. I got Gane running away with this one.
Guess we'll see Saturday. And guess what?
Yeah.
I will not be watching this fight.
Why not?
Going to AEW, man.
Fuck you! Fuck
Living
you!
in AEW. Like,
Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you
by
so
the
bad.
way, Kevin got more tickets. There's another show Wednesday that we're going to. Not tomorrow, next Wednesday. And we got even better tickets. It's it's impossible to not get us on TV. These 2 events, whatever ones are on TV. You know?
No words for you.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Well, it's been in Florida, but they're about to start touring again and shit, or traveling, if you will.
Yeah.
But since I've been here, I've went to every show that's in Florida. It's gonna be fun as hell.
Yeah.
So I'll miss these fights live, but I might check in or something.
Yeah. Hopefully AEW comes to like.
Oh, and these fights start at like 4 or something, or earlier.
No,
1 p.m.
No, don't tell me that.
I'll tell you in a second.
I want to sleep in.
These fights.
It starts earlier. It starts at 1. Starts at 1 in the afternoon.
My bad. Yeah, so 1 p.m.
And the main card starts
Eastern
at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Oh my god.
So I might be able to see some of these fights, but I also might just be getting ready for the fucking
Ugh, that sucks.
wrestling event.
That sucks.
And AEW's coming out with a game, right?
Oh yeah. It looks like SmackDown, right?
They're saying it's a lot like Here Comes the Pain.
Okay.
Because this one was made by Ukes as well.
That was a good game. That was a good engine. I like that.
Yeah. So
yeah, Wolfman, I sleep in real long. What you say, bud?
Your boy's gonna be streaming that shit.
Oh, when does it come out?
I don't know. Whenever it comes out, I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? I hope they do.
What's that?
Is put in the I don't forgot the name of it. Put in the thing where you fight on the football field.
Oh, the Stadium Stampede.
Stadium Stampede. If they have that in the game, that'd be fucking cool as shit.
That would be cool. I hope they do. They do. Yeah. They put in some cinematic matches. Like the Stadium Stampede, like the Warehouse Rumble, and like the street fight they had, like even like a Firefly Funhouse type match, or like a
if they got
Boneyard
creative
match.
fighters, I'll make creative fighters for all the people in the community that are stables in my community, and we'll do Royal Rumbles and shit. Like people do with WWE. I'm thinking about doing it with WWE, but I just haven't.
That game is so glitchy, dude. You cannot do it.
I got 2K19 here.
Okay, 2K19's not as glitchy, but
yeah, not as glitchy. I figured I could do some Royal Rumbles with some people, like how fucking Alpha used to do, how Grampy Back does sometimes.
Yeah,
but I'll do it with 2K19 and start making pro wrestlers that I think kind of represent. Like I could make a Wolfman and say that's Wolfman's fucking, make him look like a wolf guy.
Yeah.
And make J-Bone look like a John Jones character or something. I'm not gonna make y'all try to look like y'all. I'm gonna make it to where what I think of when I talk to y'all.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
I'm curious to see what my character looks like.
Soon, because I'd rather do it on a new game than doing it on 2K19.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what type of fighter you think I am.
You're getting Lucha, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I'm making a fucking lucha, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yo, AEW is gonna be fucking cool, dude. The game looks cool. You didn't even see the video with Darby Allin fighting the green dude?
I did not. I did not. Do you
I bet
have
you the fucking moveset's gonna be fucking lit, bro.
really? Okay. Let me see if I can't find it. Uh,
Just write like AEW game Darby Allin or something. Or
okay.
it'll probably be the first thing comes up. You write
Yeah,
AEW game.
It is. So let's look this up right there. Okay, here we go. AW game.
Right there, top. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I don't know if I've seen this video, but I on the thumbnail I seen what I wanted to show you. Actually, I did see this video. Just skip through until you see the gameplay or something, unless you want to watch the whole ass video. It wasn't that cool to me. Oh, that was kind of cool. You skip right. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, how fucking cool does that look, bro?
It does. It looks very cool.
Its already released AEW untitled
Come on.
Legit
Get to the game.
themed slot machines and being a
I think that was the only little bit, the Darby Allin part.
That's it?
As far as I know.
No.
I don't know this ain't even the same video I thought it
Here
was.
it is. Here it is.
Voiceover where he introduced a look at Darby
Look.
Allin's character, including close-ups of his tattoos and face paint. And more importantly, there was an extremely short video of Allin in the ring against an unknown wrestler.
Look at
I
this.
definitely think that's green from SmackDown.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, it doesn't look like super realistic or anything. Doesn't look like no UFC, but it looks fun. That's the important part.
I will take gameplay over graphics any day of the week. I will 100% take these gameplay and have it fun. Look at Jericho getting.
Think of it this way, just like with their content, you know, on television and in real life, the game is the same way, nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
that nostalgic piece. I love her, by the way.
Yeah, the bunny. Oh, I wanted to
Yeah.
tell you, if you guys like AEW, check out the AEW Unrestricted podcast. And this week is the bunny is on there. You get a lot of behind the scenes and how they came to AEW and all that stuff and what they really think of the company and all that shit. It's really good podcast. Check it out.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
I never seen it.
this game's pretty good. Yeah, this game looks
I'll be
cool.
streaming the fuck out of it when it comes out, bro.
Hell yeah.
We'll have a fucking AEW universe with MMA Marks community. I'm excited.
Yeah.
As long as they have enough creative fighter slots, which they should.
Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be at least 10 or 20.
If I could do enough calves, I could make a whole thing of just calves on UFC and have them do like an AI tournament. I never even thought about that till just now.
How many calves do you get on UFC?
Like 20 or so.
20.
But so I should be able to do a 16-man thing, but I would have to make 16 new people.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, we do it.
Yeah, it might take a while.
Wolfman, damn, how late do you sleep in, Ricky?
I sleep in real late, real late. I get up every day at 5 o'clock, except for the weekends. Okay, the weekends I'm asleep until around 11:30, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I value my sleep very much on the weekends.
I get it. Dude, I stay up all night and sleep all day lately.
You crazy? I couldn't do that. That would mess my internal clock all up.
That is my internal clock. I can't help it. I keep trying to adjust, but it's like I'm awake at night and want to sleep during the day.
Well, you're in the crazy third world of Florida, so it's a whole different animal down there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got big ass 50-pound ducks and lizards and snakes and chickens and gators running around there like crazy.
Dude, the owl was fucking big. There was an owl.
An owl. Like, I don't see owls in Baltimore.
Bro, it was sitting on top of his basketball net thing. And I'm like, holy shit. Dude, it was bigger than my fucking dog, bro.
Be careful, it'll snatch that dog up.
Oh, believe me, I was scared. I was like, shit, fuck out of here.
Have you?
I think I might have eaten gator before, like when I was in Florida when I was like 16. But I haven't done it since I've been here.
Yeah. Is
I
it
have had In-N-Out, or no, not In-N-Out, Whataburger. Whataburger.
Waterburger?
It's what a burger.
Oh, Whataburger.
Maybe my accent just kind of blended together like adobe.
Whataburger.
Yeah, that was actually really good. Like they have this spicy ketchup. That
Yeah.
was really fucking good. It tastes like salsa almost, you know. I'm really
Cool.
hungry, by the way.
I could tell. I could tell. Gorilla Glue got you all hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry as a bitch.
Well, I'll tell you what. You got anything to promote coming up this week? Any tournaments? Anything that you could think of?
Other than keep in contact with me on Instagram and stuff because I'll probably go live when I'm at AEW Saturday.
Yeah.
Just check out the stream. We'll be doing. I'll be streaming. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tonight. I'm off and on with it, but
Will you
I'm
be on
trying to
tomorrow?
get every day in now.
You be on tomorrow?
For sure, I'll be on tomorrow.
Okay, check out his stream, MMA Marks on Twitch.
Marks.
_ Marks, excuse me. But
It's all good.
and you can check out our little Markout Minute on Instagram, Facebook, and I might even be putting them on YouTube. Check them out. It's a little under 5 minute kind of clips that we go over the main events of each new fight card. It's going to be cool. If you like it, we'll keep doing more of them. If not, we'll find something else cool to do. We got some cool stuff coming up later this year. We still got the Fight Pick Championships in the running. I'm on top right now. Can't nobody touch me. But I heard who jumped the line and got all the way up to second.
It was JC Gamer, right?
JC Gamer with like 80 points in our fantasy league right here, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just jumped the line, went from like sixth to second. It was crazy. And tragic falling down again. Another spot to third place. Oh man, that belt's gonna feel so good around my waist to have two of them. And this one, hopefully I get another one. It's gonna be great. But yeah, it's been a hell of a good episode, man. Check you out tomorrow streaming MMA _ Marks, and you check out
I
the
might get a
Markout
late night
Minute.
streaming tonight, but as of right now, I'm thinking about food.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna let you go eat, and we're gonna get out of here. It was a good episode. With all that being said, I'm Ricky. He's Buddy, and we're out of here. See ya.
See you guys soon.
See you later.